This episode is brought to you by FX's The Beauty Official Podcast. Join host Evan Ross Katz on the official podcast for FX's hottest new series, The Beauty, taking you behind the scenes with its amazing stars as they discuss the show's most jaw-dropping moments. Featuring Evan Peters, Anthony Ramos, Jeremy Pope, Ashton Kutcher, Rebecca Hall, Bella Hadid, Megan Trainor, Isabella Rossellini, Jessica Alexander, and Ari Grainer. Search FX's The Beauty wherever you listen to podcasts.
The world moves fast. Your workday, even faster. Pitching products, drafting reports, analyzing data. Microsoft 365 Copilot is your AI assistant for work. Built into Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other Microsoft 365 apps you use. Helping you quickly write, analyze, create, and summarize. So you can cut through clutter and clear a path to your best work. Learn more at Microsoft.com/M365 Copilot.
It's football season, and you can now get almost anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats. What do we mean by almost? Well, you can't get a running back delivered, but you can get baby back ribs delivered. A strong defense? No. A strong deodorant? Yes. A six-pack of abs? Nope. Six-pack of beer? Yes. Get almost anything for game day delivered with Uber Eats, official on-demand food delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Alcohol 21 plus and in select cities. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
Hey, everybody. It's another bonus episode of What's Your Issue? I'm Darlene, and we have here... Sorry, sir, what's your name?
I'm Dennis Quaid. My name is Troy McKeady.
And today we will be doing part 2 of our Ask Us Anything questions. We did a few a couple weeks ago, and we have a bunch more left. I have set up a Google form where you can send in your AMAs, whenever you think of them. And so we can just sort of collect them, and then every so often we'll do another episode like this. And then also another Google form for What's Your Issue advice column. So if you want some advice for something going on in your life, and you want to hear what two wise millennials have to say about it, we will give you advice in a bonus episode. So yeah. Do that.
Nobody gives better advice than two dumb whores. So you're honestly in good hands.
We are very smart, dumb whores.
Yeah, we're like Howard Stern smart. We're like, you know what I mean?
Yes, exactly.
We are two bimbos on Howard Stern, like riding the Orgasmo machine, but also like giving great commentary,
Exactly. So if you want, we're your besties, ask us whatever you want, because we love to give advice and our friends don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
So
for some reason
we
they're over it.
We need to tell other people how to live their lives because we've told the people in our lives too much.
Yeah. They're starting to wedge us out.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have so many good questions to still get through. You guys really killed it with the questions. Like, they're very...
You
Can
really
I ask
did.
you the first one?
Yes.
It's
Please
so
do.
good. It's from Lucy Boosie, who submitted a few really good ones, so there might be a few. Are you a Mary Kate or Ashley girl, and why?
I guess I would have to say that I'm a Mary Kate girl, ultimately. I think I prefer Ashley's fashion and everything. And I feel like we've discussed this on the pod before. I feel like I live my life like an Ashley, but I do love Mary Kate and her lore. And she, I don't know, she's just a little bit more entertaining as a whole. What do you think?
Yeah, Ashley is like clean girl, like the OG clean girl. Like, she's the clean version of her sister. I love both of their style, but I myself am a Mary Kate. Like, I appreciate Ashley's style and I appreciate everything about her, but the grittiness and the sort of like high-low of Mary Kate, the thriftiness, like, I just really relate to that more than Ashley, who I perceive to just be like purely clean girl, purely put together,
Yeah.
Always very like pampered and like just clean. She's clean girl, whereas Mary Kate's the grungy kind of dirty one. She may have slept in what she's wearing, like, but it's still really chic.
And how could she not be our favorites when she gave us bowls and bowls of cigarettes?
Yeah.
To me, I would gun to my head say like that's one of my favorite pop culture references of all time.
Yeah. Because it's so authentic and it's so like not caring about what's going on in like the world or like trying to be whatever. It's like, no, we all smoke cigarettes around here, bitch. We don't give a fuck.
Well, now, exactly. And, she's just such a tastemaker, so ahead of her time. Because now I was seeing on Instagram the other day, people at their weddings now leave out cigarettes.
It's chic. It's French. And
It's French.
The thing that I love about Mary Kate is that she's the embodiment of effortless style. Like the way that people try so hard to look effortless, like, and what that means and like how hard it is to make an effortless look. Like it's so hard to make something feel like you didn't care, like you didn't try. And like she's so good at it. Like she's the only person outside of like Jane Birkin that like has that like I'm really wealthy and I'm able to treat these items like a real wealthy person. I can put my Birkin on the ground and I can use it like a
Which
real
is how that is specific. Like that's what I hate about what Birkin bags have turned into because of like Real Housewives and stuff. It's like the Birkin bag was meant to be a bang around bag.
Yeah.
It is a daytime bang around bag, not a bag that you like store on the shelf and like don't even take out of the closet because you actually can't afford it.
And you can tell that by the look and feel of a banged around Birkin versus a non. Like the stiff pristineness of a clean Birkin versus Mary Kate's, which is like slouchy and worn in, and the leather is like aged the way that you want leather to age. Like it's all, you know what it reminds me of? There are like sneaker collectors who don't wear their shoes. And over time, if you don't wear sneakers, they disintegrate. Like the soles just, you can't even touch them. It literally will fall apart in your hands.
Really?
Yeah, like the bottoms, you can just rip it off with your fingers. It's like Play-Doh because they have to be used. They have to be bent and worn and like stretched. You can't just like let sneakers sit forever. It's like the point of buying stuff fashion wise is to wear it. Like,
and no, you're totally right. Like the Birkin looks better worn and torn the way it was meant to.
yeah.
It looks just like a stiff, weird, like briefcase without it.
Yeah. It's immediately tacky to me. Like it immediately loses its like, I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that. Like even like, the housewifeification of the Birkin is like something really just dark-sided.
It is. I find it so embarrassing in like new money.
It is very new money. It's very like, I have to impress the girls. Girls, look, I have this bag. It explains my worth. You need a receipt for the Birkin to take it back because clearly you couldn't really afford it. Hello.
I will read the next one. This one came from Patreon from Angel. What are some magazine ads that imprinted on you as a tween or teen?
I think you might know the answer to mine.
Is it the twins?
No, but that's a good one. I forgot. What's that shit called? Sheer Blonde?
Yeah, Sheer Blonde. Oh,
okay,
I love it.
I need everybody listening right now, stop what you're doing and YouTube Sheer Blonde commercial. And remind, if you're a millennial, unless otherwise it won't mean anything to you, but you have to remind yourself of when Sheer Blonde advertised two girls as pop stars and just turned them into sheer blonde pop stars. It was amazing.
Incredible marketing campaign. I mean, just innovative, ahead of its time.
Seriously. No, mine was gonna be Marlboro.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I
That's a
really,
good
really
one.
love Marlboro ads. I mean, I like cigarette ads in general. I love
Oh,
Camel
yeah.
ads and whatever, but Marlboro, that is Americana to me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I just think that those pictures are so pretty and so cool, and they're always like film photography. Like, they're just so good. What about
Is
you?
there a specific era of the Marlboro ads that you can?
I love the 90s ones because I just like that version of Americana with like the denim and like the it's kind of what I wanted Cowboy Carter to be. I wanted Cowboy Carter to be
Mm-hmm.
Marlboro vibes and not so much glam cowgirl. I wanted like denim,
Yeah.
tassels, fringe, suede, like film photos of like dust being kicked up and on your face. Like, I just love that shit. But yeah, I like the 90s ones, and the 70s ones are really beautiful too. They're really beautifully shot. Like, just those pictures of those men like
Mm.
herding cattle. They're just like so cinematic.
I mean, this is tough. Like, I know that there are so many. I feel like I need to flip through some magazines and jog my memory. But I will like, this is basic, but got milk ads. Those were what an exciting time to be alive
It's
when
a
those were
classic for a
circulating.
reason.
It's classic for a reason. I love that beautiful milk propaganda.
The thing about those got milk ads that was so cool was that they were all so like themed. Like they really like
Yes.
made it about the celebrity. It was like really
Yes.
about them, you know?
Well, okay, another one then too, because so I love when we're talking just purely aesthetic, and I guess the magazine ads that imprinted on you as a teen, like, so, I was not reading 70s Playboy when I was a teen,
Right. Right.
but I do love like any ad from this it's just like
Yeah.
they're so incredible, like true artistry. It is Mad Men. It's really impressive. But another one that imprinted on me was I'd rather go naked than wear fur. Like those are so
Dara.
I feel like that was always such like a funny the PETA ads.
That's a
And
great reference.
there are just like so many good ones. And then you have the Real Housewives episode with Bethany doing her, or
Oh
was it
my,
Bethany Ever After? Maybe one of them. But
I
Bethany
think it
was
was
doing,
Housewives. I think
I
it
think
was
it
like
was House.
early
Yeah.
Housewives.
And it was,
Wow.
I love that.
Yeah, those were great. Yeah, any ad that like transcended pop culture like that, like No Hate,
Oh,
things like that.
No Hate is a classic. Another big one is the Absolute Hunk
Oh,
vodka.
iconic. Damn, fuck, iconic. Absolute ads in general, just
I,
well,
oh,
absolutely art, high concept art, beautiful. I mean,
oh.
creative. Just in you could fill your walls with absolute ads, and it would not be tacky at all because they're beautiful.
Also, I was in a liquor store the other day and they had and now listen, I do not care for Wicked or its marketing, but they had Wicked Absolute bottles and I was like, well, I like a return to a themed Absolute bottle, so I do actually
Yeah,
appreciate this. And it is kind of cute. It's just, pink and green sparkles.
I guess I will say, since we're on the topic, I do love like because we've done a few vintage magazines on the show. We've done like some 80s Us Weeklies and stuff. And I really love old liquor ads. I really love a vintage liquor ad. They're
They're the best.
beautiful. They're funny. They have like really weird, like long form jokes sometimes in them about
Mm-hmm.
like nobody pours a cocktail better than your old lady. Like just weird, like, and it's funny when you look at old liquor or not specifically liquor, but like old soda ads. Like you realize that a lot of the sodas that we drink now are all just mixers. Like they're all like
Yeah.
Sprite ads used to be like, nothing goes better with bourbon than Sprite. Like it was
Mm-hmm.
like they were all
Ginger
just meant
ale.
to be. Yeah, they were just meant to be mixed with liquor and to sit at your bar. So like that, I think that's interesting.
Yeah, I really want to someday pull apart an old Playboy or something and take a bunch of cool ads and have them like nicely framed.
For sure. If we have like a duplicate issue, like if we can find duplicate issues that we can just use to like do weird creative stuff like that, I would love to do
Yeah.
that.
Well, I bet and that's the thing with Playboy that is great is everybody saved their old Playboys. So
Yeah.
they're not, you go out and get a Playboy, like they're $10.
They're all around
10,
you all the time.
15, $20, unless it's a
Yeah.
rare one with like a really important cover. But like, you can easily get your
right.
duplicates.
They're at every thrift store. Pretty much
Yeah.
every store that sells like secondhand stuff or like junk, they will have Playboy.
Yeah.
Now, Playgirl, on the other hand, they never fucking have.
Those you can't pull apart.
Right, you gotta keep your Playgirl. This is also from Lucy. What style trend do you wish would make a comeback?
Gladiator sandals.
Yeah, what a good answer, because those are chic. They're chic.
They're chic.
Yeah.
And there's so many different kinds. You could have like the high ones that go all the way like up your calf a little bit. You have the smaller ones. But I really think that they dress up an outfit and add just like a cool factor. Like you can wear a pair of gladiator sandals with a pair of like cutoff jeans and a nice fitting like black t-shirt and some jewelry. And it dresses it up and it makes like a chic little bang around outfit.
Do you remember like the OG Gladiator? I think it was Givenchy had made like the original Gladiator, and it was just like so like adorned and like there was so much detail. Like some of the straps would be like wrapped in twine and some of them were like different colors. Like it was literally like looking at like a tribal tattoo as like a shoe. Like there was so much going on. But yeah, those are chic. I mean, listen, if Indie Sleaze is back and if we really are back in the Tumblr vibe, like it's time. Those should come back. I think that is you should start wearing gladiator sandals.
You know what? I'm going to become a tastemaker.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start wearing them because I also think with that, it's not like a fucking bubble skirt. Okay. Gladiator sandals are called that because gladiators wore them. I'm sorry, that's timeless.
Yeah, it's like a tabby. It's like people that are like, those tabby shoes are so weird. And it's like, well, it's actually a shoe that has existed for like 1,000,000 years. Like, it's a samurai shoe. In Asian cultures, that shoe means so many different things. Like, it's an actual shoe. It's not like a trend.
Yeah. And I feel like with shoes, unless it's something like an Ugg boot, which I feel like in a way has become timeless. It's shoes don't go in and out of style in such a hard way. It's like, yes, here's the in style shoe right now.
Right.
But if you wear something that's a little bit, out there and used to be trendy, you still don't look like a fucking idiot.
I agree with that. I'm seeing a big resurgence of I follow this account that I wish I knew the name because I'd love to give them a shout out, but I would never be able to like find it right now. But their whole account is like heels, like really big important heels, like all of those. Just like you forget that in the 2010s, shoes were like the girls were like putting all their effort just into the shoes were crazy. They were really over the top. The heels were like adorned and had so many straps and buckles and like they were really.
Want to know
like,
why? It was because millennials finally had disposable income and we grew up on Sex and the City.
You guys were all shoe gal.
We were all shoe gal and we finally like had our entry level job at at College Humor or Elite Daily, and we're buying up the shoes.
My thing that I want to come back, and I want to see bravery. I'm ready for dresses over jeans.
It's already back.
But
it's already back.
It's not back though. Like
it's all
I
back,
want
back.
it back.
Well,
official.
Well, I think this is another situation of be bold, start wearing it, because I've seen the street style
Yeah.
of like really cool people, a little bit of runways have been
Yep.
doing it.
Yep.
If you jump on it now,
Yes.
you're really like on the trend. You're not on the other side of the curve where it's like, oh, now it's
Exactly.
reached mainstream. You will
Exactly.
be cool and ahead of said curve.
Because the thing about just dresses over jeans is that it's a trend that is so, like, it's not juicy couture tracksuits. It's not flip phones. It's not something so easy to, like, you know, a young person looks back at the early 2000s and they think of, like, a very specific handful of things. That's
Yeah.
not one of them. It's almost like you had to be there kind of thing. Or you have to have, like, research and look at old pictures and be like, why is Britney Spears wearing, like, a mini dress over her jeans, you know? And you're right, the girls are doing it. I see a lot of girls in New York doing it that are doing it in this really chic, modern way that I think is very cool. And I just think that there's a world where that becomes like an actual trend again, dresses over jeans.
Well, and to your point about juicy couture, like, yeah, juicy couture is easy to look at a picture and go, I can buy a tracksuit and wear it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no thought there. There's no
And no risk.
there's no risk, no risk. And there's no there's no interpretation of it. It's just there's no risk. It's straightforward. It's easy.
Mm-hmm.
But dress over jeans, like, this is what people need to do when they're taking old style trends, is to reinterpret it with today's trends on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if you're, you know, some kid who doesn't have much fashion sense and you look at an old picture of a dress over jeans, it's like, there's too many variables. But if you're like
Mm-hmm.
really a fashion person, you can easily interpret that any way that you want and make something really cool.
Yeah, you have to, you gotta, like, actually put in a little effort. You have to, like, it's not just buying a tracksuit and being like, and look, a flip phone on my hip too. Like, you have to actually, like, style it and be brave and be willing to have people look at you and be like, what the fuck is that girl wearing? It is that. Like, it's not so mainstream or even, like, repurposed enough now that people will look at you weird. But they
Yeah.
just won't get it because you're ahead of, like, a really cool thing that I feel like is gonna eventually come back once enough young people discover that we were doing it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Also, the Lita. We've talked about this before, but, like,
Oh my
I'm
God, the
the Jeffrey
Lita.
Campbell Lita to officially, and what I would love is if they brought it back and updated it. Just something to show you, like the UGG boot, like the way that UGG has so just, like, perfectly reintroduced that shoe as a platform, as a thigh high, as an ankle, like, and now we've had so many UGG trends that we're back at just the classic UGG boot, like going up to the knee. Thank you, Bella Hadid. But, like, I'm ready for Jeffrey Campbell's Lita to be reimagined
Yes.
and reintroduced where it's, like, a little different, but it's still that classic Lita. You know, I need it back. I need the Lita. I need it.
Yeah, I want more platforms in general.
Yeah. Yes. Do you think that eventually, like, we're gonna, like, do you remember, like, the Charlotte Olympia, like, the real, like, I'm walking on a literal book? Kind of like the
Troy.
2010s Housewives shoe. I guess you're a short girl. I'm sure you were fucking stomping around in those shoes.
Of course. And I was also, you know, grew up on Spice Girls. So to
Yeah.
me, like a real fucking ass platform. I have a pair of platform sneakers in my closet just waiting for it to not
Yeah.
look stupid for me to wear it. I love platforms. And I do also think that we should really adopt it, because I think, you know, the next generation, Gen Z, is not like, you know, they weren't raised on Sex and the City where it's like, oh, I have to wear heels. They're a little more cognizant of, you know, function or it being comfortable. Guess what? You want some height? wear a platform. You will still be comfortable. Because guess what?
Yeah.
You're not lifting yourself off the floor. You're bringing the floor to you. Okay.
Right. Yeah. You're flat-footed still.
You are flat-footed, just taller.
Yeah.
Okay. It's great.
Yeah. I guess while we're here, I'll also make an argument for the sneaker wedge. Like, I know that there are still versions of that happening, but like for it to truly be reinvented and reimagined and brought back in like a real, like, we're back, baby, that kind of way.
I would love that. I have like a slightly on-topic question for you. This
Okay.
is something that I think about like once a year. Do you remember, I think it was like maybe 2000, 2001, 2002, I don't know, where it was right before Marlon Brando died, and he was wheeled out of a hospital in a wheelchair, and he was wearing Ugg boots. And the paparazzi picture caught fire, and people, we were absolutely eviscerating this dying man for wearing Ugg boots. Do you remember this? Because if you look it up, you cannot find it anywhere on the internet. You cannot find those pictures.
I haven't thought about it in a very long time, but yes, I do remember what you're talking about. Because that was like when it was like, men can't wear those, even though they were like made for male surfers.
Mm-hmm. And people are just they're like, this, like, look at him in his little girl shoes.
Yeah.
Can't even walk. It's like, this man is dying.
He wants his feet to be comfortable.
Can you wear some shoes that don't require laces?
I know. You know what? Speaking of UGG, I didn't discover, and then we can move on. Thank you, Lucy, for creating such a insane conversation for us. But
yeah,
I didn't know until I started like seeing it on TikTok, maybe like 2 years ago. I had no idea that there were 2 UGG companies and that there's UGG. Are you familiar with this?
Yeah, I think so. This is ringing a bell.
So there's UGG Australia, and it literally says UGG, and then underneath it says Australia.
Yeah.
Then there's UGG, which is the American version. They are not.
They're not the same? I thought they were interchangeable.
No. And UGG Australia is like trying to create a social media presence to be like, you're not wearing real UGG boots. These are the only true UGG boot.
Okay, Troy, I'm so glad you brought this up because I kind of was like, when Uggs like reemerged, because back in the day, it was always, to me, Ugg Australia. That was the original.
We had the pure UGG, I feel.
The pure Ugg, just like we had the pure Four Loko.
Yeah.
And then when Ugg came back around and it was just Ugg, I was like, is this like fully the same thing? Because this is so much cheaper. I remember Ugg Australia was something that the stars wore because it was like really expensive for a little boot that you can't really like do much in for like a bang around shoe.
Yeah, and that doesn't survive winter, which no white woman in college was told that, but they're like not meant for snow. They can't be, you can't like, they get disgusting and they stink when you wear them the wrong way. But when you look at an Ugg Australia Ugg boot, like a classic Ugg boot versus just like a regular Ugg, the construction is different and it's better made. Like the Ugg Australia Ugg is better made and it's more higher quality. And I was just blown away by that. Like, what a crazy... That's one of those big corporate scams where it's like, how did you even get away? It's like Cabbage Patch or something. Like, how did you get away with doing this weird thing?
It's like getting away with, like, like a Mark for Marc Jacobs bag.
Yeah.
It's like trying to get away with that.
Yes, for sure. Yeah. So if you care about that, it is an interesting... If you look up UGG Australia on TikTok, they have a whole presence and they explain the difference and, why you should get them from them and all of that stuff.
And shout out to Australia.
Which we love.
We love Australia. We love our Australian listeners.
We do.
Day, as you guys have. Okay, let's another one. Okay, this one is from. This one is from Gunkle Jesse. Troy and Dara, what's your dream reality show to have been a contestant on and why?
I love Jesse. He's really sweet.
Me too.
To be a contestant on. So that would allude to a competition show.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not on like The Simple Life. I'm like actually doing something of substance and note.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, I mean, listen, if I'm being completely honest, as a young person, I dreamt of charming the judges on American Idol. I was like, I want to be on that stage. I just used to fantasize so much about like shutting down the whole fucking audience, like just like one of those like Fantasia Barrino kind of performances. Remember when she would like lay on the stairs? She'd be like laying on the steps crying, or she'd be like sitting on the judge's table and they'd be sobbing, and like just the theatrics of that.
Oh.
Like I wanted to be on American Idol. And I also used to really, even though I have never designed or sewn anything in my fucking life, I used to really dream of being on Project Runway.
Me too. Oh my God. That was like my absolute favorite.
Yeah.
For me, I was someone who, and kind of still to this day, I can't lie, any competition reality show, whether I could cook, whether I could be out in the jungle without getting medevaced out for constipation. No, it could be anything. I dream of being on it. But so I would say for a show that I feel like is the only one that I would be qualified for, and I'm not even qualified for it, but just like brass tacks challenges, I know that I could do, is Drag Race.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, you would be amazing at Drag Race. You would be such a good makeover episode, whether it's like, this is my little sister or whatever, or my best friend.
My dream.
You would be a really good, like, let's turn this little girl into a whore.
Honestly, maybe one day they'll do, we're making over podcasters.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, hey.
Finally, you walk in full drag. You're like, let's do it.
Yeah. But in general, my dream would be to be on a competition reality show, especially one like Drag Race, because I just can't think of anything that I would thrive more, any situation I would thrive more in than one where you have one thing to do every single day. There's so much structure. You go and it's like your phone's taken away. You don't have to think about like texting people back or doing the laundry. You're just like getting up, you have your challenges, you're brought to set, you go back, you learn your lip sync songs. One singular focus. It's just a dream. That sounds just like perfect to me.
Well, you would also be so good on it because there's a reliance on like, knowing the references, being funny, being like all of your strengths are like celebrated on that show, whereas like on other shows they wouldn't necessarily be. But on Drag Race, like, make RuPaul laugh, understand his references, know the pop culture stuff he's talking about. That's like it's like, they always say like to win Drag Race you got to make Ru laugh.
Yes.
Like you have to impress Ru, and I think you would.
I think I would too. Every single thing on that show, I think there are some things I would excel in, but then everything else, I would at least be proficient enough. Like I know how to use the sewing machine. Like I could make my costumes and I could sew them. They wouldn't be the best, but it would be undeniably workable.
Yeah. Wow.
And like, I can't death drop, but...
Do you have a drag name?
I had thought of one recently, and I need to have a notes app because I'll think of them and then I instantly forget. But no, I need to commit it to memory.
We'll
next time I see
workshop.
one.
We'll
We'll
workshop next
workshop.
time we're together. I can't not say Big Brother. I think that just kind of goes without saying. I mean, obviously, anybody that knows me knows, like, truly the only show that I've ever genuinely contemplated applying for. The only show that people my whole life have told me to do, and like
You have
people
to do it,
send me,
please.
like, every time they do a casting, like, somebody will message me and be like, you should really apply for this. Because it's just, like, means so much to me, and I've studied it. Like, I would be one of those dorks that goes on the show and is like, I'm not gonna tell them how much I really know about Big Brother, you know? But, like, I've studied it so much, and it, like, I just think that it would play to my strengths, whereas, like, as much as I wanna say I'd love to be on, like, Survivor or something, I just can't. Like, I
Yeah.
just won't. It doesn't play to my strengths. It plays like it works against everything that I'm good at, whereas Big Brother works in my favor.
Yeah. Why won't you apply? Please apply.
It's just scary. Like, Big Brother's a scary show to go on. I'm afraid of it. I want to do it, but I'm scared. Like,
Well,
I don't know.
when you work past your fear, that's when the
Yeah.
magic happens, you know?
Yeah. Or I go on it and ruin my life.
Yeah, or that. I would also, I mean, I've said this multiple times, you and I applying for Amazing Race.
Yeah, Amazing Race would be kind of like Amazing Race. I look at as being perfectly in the middle, where it does play against my strengths, but also plays in my favor a lot of times. Like,
Yeah.
it kind of would be a crapshoot. Like, you would never really know, you know? Whereas, like,
Yeah.
Survivor, I just know every single day I would be bad at it. I'd be bad at the challenges. I'd be bad at the bartering and the negotiating and the getting the idols. And I would be bad at the ceremonies. I'd be bad at the making a fire. Like, I would just be bad at everything. I'd be a complete laughingstock on that show, you know?
Yeah, I feel like I would love to do the social gameplay of it,
Mm-hmm.
but I just absolutely 0% could not do. I mean, I have no upper body strength.
Yeah.
I just like, oh God. And I don't want to be outside and like,
The men would immediately put you in a position of, like, they'd be like, all right, go cook, bitch.
that's the other thing is, like, I could do the social gameplay with certain people, but there was some of those men, I would just be like, will you shut the fuck up? Like,
Yeah, I know.
I wouldn't last long.
You wouldn't suffer fools on the island.
Exactly. I will say, for regular reality shows, my
Mhm.
dream, my dream was to be on Summer House.
Really? Yeah, you'd be good at that.
And
That might be a show that plays the most to you.
right?
Yeah, now that you say it, yeah.
And I would go and I'd be like, okay, I'm going in here to be Amanda and Kyle's third. I am about to
Oh, yeah, you
give
love
Amanda
Amanda.
her lesbian awakening. And
Yeah.
I am going to create the rift in their relationship that finally ends it. She realizes, oh
Yes.
my God, this is what I've been looking for all along. See you later.
Yeah, you'd be such a Paige DeSorbo, but, like, relatable, down to earth Paige. Like, you would
Mhm.
have an extremely similar edit to Paige. Like, you know, like, people always say, like, you like,
Yeah.
you know, like, you'll have people that reach out to you and be like, this person reminds me so much of you. Like,
Yeah.
or like, you see yourself so much. Like, I feel like that about Bob. Like, I watch Bob's podcast and I'm like, God, like, so many of our
Yes.
opinions align. Like, we
I
communicate in a
totally see
similar
that.
way. It kind of freaks me out sometimes. We fight the same. Like, we have the same weaknesses too, like our egos or whatever. But, like, you are such a Paige on TV. Like, that is exactly what your role would be. You
Oh,
know, they'd be mad at you for being in bed. You would be like, it would literally your Paige. Like, that would be you.
Troy, that is one of the nicest things you've ever said to me.
And I mean every word. Um, I really want to know this from you, just definitively. This is from Thomas the Bunny 123. Rumors or Stars Are Blind? You got to pick one.
Well, this is actually easy for me. Rumors, this is going to shock a lot of people. One of my least favorite Lindsay Lohan songs. It does not do that much for me. I like it, and when I hear it out and about, it's like the novelty of it is really exciting. But if we're talking about her entire catalog, like so many other songs more. So Stars Are Blind, like that, like I genuinely love that song. So what about you?
So I know it will shock people as well, but like I think that Rumors is the lowest of Lindsay's popular songs or even just songs in general. Like I think that Lindsay Lohan has perfect pop songs. Like I think
Yes.
Nobody Till You was a perfect song. Like I can
Oh,
think of like so many songs that I think are better. And I think that Rumors is fun because it has lore and it like really
yeah.
represents a time and all of that stuff. But Stars Are Blind, I've said this to you before. I do believe that there are just perfect pop songs, like
Mm-hmm.
the teenage dream of it all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stars Are Blind is a perfect song. I wouldn't take
Perfect.
anything away. I wouldn't change anything. It's timeless. It's catchy. It's infectious. It's like pouring a bag of sugar in your mouth. Like it is literally, it's molasses. It is saccharine
Oh,
sweet. And like, I just love it so much. I don't love Rumors like that. I don't want to listen
exactly.
to Rumors. I really don't. Like, if
Exactly.
it's, you know,
If I'm popping on Lindsay, I'm skipping Rumors.
yeah, same. And I know that that's controversial, but,
Troy,
and
are we
yes,
just aligned on everything?
people are gonna hate that, and I understand the love of that song. It is a good song, and if it plays
Absolutely.
it to clear, if it's
Oh
on it
my
to
God.
clear,
I'm running out there. Okay.
absolutely, I'm doing the full, like I'm doing it, but like that's not a perfect song for me, and it's not Lindsay's perfect song. It's not even close. Like all of her other songs are better.
And I totally understand why they made it a single, just
Mm-hmm.
like strategy wise. It caught on
Mm-hmm.
and it has an enduring legacy, but I don't know, perhaps her music career would have been taken a little more seriously if they
Hello.
picked one of the better songs that wasn't so like, it was like, oh, well, she's club girl, so like, let's do the
Yep.
club song. It's like, but all of her other songs are not like that. And her other songs are better.
It's almost like all the songs she released after, like even Daughter to Father, like there are so many songs that weren't taken seriously because
Mhm.
of Rumors. And yeah, I think that it's a little, especially in like Lindsay Lohan's lore, it's just a little on the nose, like a song about the paparazzi. It's just like, all right, like,
Ugh.
you know what I mean? Like, give me she just
And
has
it's like,
so
you're
many
not
songs.
Britney. Like, they were trying there, it was just mismanaged where it's like, okay, let's give her a Britney song. And it's like, that should be like, that's Piece of Me.
Right. Exactly.
And Piece of Me is a better song and it's sung by the right person who does that genre of music. All of
Yeah.
Lindsay's other
That's
songs,
exactly what
like,
it is.
and
That's what it
Lindsay
is.
is not like a Britney, like, pop star. She was never going to be a pop star where she's doing choreographed dancing.
Right.
Like, she would have more of a like late stage Mandy Moore.
Honestly, I can see it going in several ways. Not pop star though. Like there's
Never.
never. Like there's a world where she, like you said, the Mandy Moore, like that like Stevie Nicks thing that she always wanted to do.
Yes.
There's that. Also, there's a world where she does like a Sky Ferreira kind of thing, like bossy, like a tumblery kind
Oh,
of, where she's more of
yes.
a like synthy, like sure club music, but like it's like Euro and like synthy, and it's playing at Urban Outfitters. It's not so much bossy. Like Lindsay was never meant, like you said, she was never meant to be like a traditional pop star. It's just like the sort of cliche stereotypical way that they would push every young pretty girl. Show us in
Mm-hmm.
the Britney Spears direction, show us your stomach, be sexy, do a choreographed dance number, put in the extensions. And like that
Yeah.
was never even when which Fleetwood Mac song did she remake? I forget. People are screaming at us. Hold on, I'll look it up.
Is it Gypsy?
Um,
Rhiannon? No.
Edge of 17.
Edge of 17.
Hello, duh. Like, that's so much more Lindsay than... That's her. That's what she wanted to do. That's like, you know?
Yeah.
And it's fashion, too. Like, it gives, like, I don't know.
Yes! It's so mismanaged. Because I could actually see, like you were saying, like, she could do many different eras. Like, I could see her maybe starting out more as, like, all right, we're doing, like, Ashley Simpson kind of pop rock. And then transitioning into something more mature, getting into, like, more Stevie Nicks vibes.
All these girls need is for us to manage them.
Literally. Can we just start a management company?
Seriously, I would give anything.
We would be so good.
We would be
never
full Samantha
answer
Jones.
emails or call people to get them jobs, but we're consultants. We're consultants.
Yeah. Just, we'll tell you what to do and then sort of leave you to do it. Send you to figure it out.
I mean, my God, we're already at 52 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Do you want to do like one more?
Yeah.
Or do you want to do like bring it to an hour?
Let's do it. Ooh, I like this question. Favorite thing about each other?
Oh, cute. Want me to go first? Just one thing?
I mean, take as much time as you want, baby. We don't have to we can go over an hour.
I can only name one, just one, when I have so many. My favorite thing about you is that you naturally have a thing that I feel like a lot of people desire, or kind of like we were talking about this in our It Girl episode, where it's like there are certain people that are just like in possession of a thing that like you can't really pinpoint, but it's like something that you wish you could possess. And I feel like you're always extremely authentic. Like you don't really suffer fools. Like you'll entertain an idiot. Like you will entertain a conversation with a dumbass, but like you'll never let them walk over you. You never let them like tell you that you're not smart. And I've seen so many men, because of your height and because of what you do for a living, I have encountered so many men just in like the short time that we've like known each other in person, talk down to you or like think that they can like mansplain shit to you, and you just never take it. You are like a little firecracker badass when it comes to stuff like that. And I think it's really cool.
Oh, thank you. I love you. Wow, I got 2 really good compliments in one episode. My favorite thing about you, I mean, again, hard to narrow it down to just one. I feel like I must just speak like really generally and just say, number one, I am so impressed by how you like see the world and see things. Like, I feel like you can walk into any situation and you clock every single thing that takes most people years to figure out about a person or a situation or a dynamic. You are just like instantaneous about it. Like, I trust your opinion on things just like so implicitly. And this is like another, not to center myself in this, but being friends with you has made me like, it has changed my life in such a way where I trust myself so much more because of you. And like, not only that, like things that I sort of thought I saw or whatever, but like I didn't trust myself on, or like nobody listened to me. You come in and you're saying the same things, or you're just like giving me confidence and saying, tell me that like I'm not crazy. And you are such a good friend, and like also seeing, I feel like, what someone needs in a moment. Like, because you're so perceptive and so emotionally intelligent, that not only can you like clock things, but you also clock what somebody needs, and you very authentically give it to them. if you don't want to give it to them, you're not going to. Which makes it another reason why, like, I trust you so implicitly, because I know that you're not saying things to make me feel better. You're not gassing me up or gassing anybody up in a way that, you know, we're like getting too high on our own supply. Like, it's always so genuine. And you've changed my
Wow.
life. And you have truly changed my life in helping me just have, I think, more confidence in myself and trusting myself more.
First of all, that is genuinely, that means so much to me, because it's like, you know what Oprah always says, like, people just want to be seen.
Yes.
And like when you know somebody actually sees you, it's like really cool. And I do think that like you have been surrounded by people that don't necessarily know that you're the smartest person in the room.
Thank you.
And for a long time, I feel like you allowed them to think that, even though you secretly probably knew that it wasn't true. And I do think like in the time that I'm not going to say it's because of me, but I do think in the time that I've gotten to know you, I've watched you become much more assertive in being like, no, this is right. And you can't like mansplain or tell me that I'm wrong. Like, I'm seeing it through a
Yeah.
much more complex like eye than you have the ability to.
And you know what else that just made me think of that is also like how you changed my life is you have, I feel like when I was younger, I really trusted myself and I was like so take no bullshit to a fault where I would often get in trouble because I was younger and didn't know when to turn it down a little bit.
Sure.
And just over the years, over many situations, I tamped that side of me down and didn't have the confidence in my opinions or had the confidence in my head. And sometimes I would express them, but other times I would just like, and especially in the last decade, I would say I really let my inner self be tamped down. And even just like in my likes and tastes and stuff, it's like I was confident in them, but I don't know. I didn't maybe like express them or think that I needed to have other people who really understood my opinions and tastes and all that. And being with you feels like being with a childhood best friend.
Yeah. It's like a validation of like a lot of our like sort of eccentric traits that I don't see in a
Yeah.
lot of other people. And it's like validating in like a lot of ways,
Yeah.
especially like you said, in our like interests, you know, like, and it's crazy because I feel like even like in the short time that we've gotten really, really close, like people associate us as like a single
One.
brain,
Yeah. They do.
and like not in a good way
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yep.
And it's like, it's like, yeah, but like you're an idiot, you know? And
Exactly.
like, neither of us need the validation, but it's like meeting you has helped me like feel more confident in that way too.
Troy.
Thank you
I
for
love
that question. That
you.
was so
Yeah.
sweet.
That was a great question.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
awesome.
Well, on that beautiful note, we hit an hour on the dot.
If I was there, we would be ending this to go drink alcohol. We would be ending this to go get drunk. I wish I was there right now.
I know. I wish you were here so we could get margaritas and be at the bar for 4 hours. And they're like, what's happening to these few people?
And we keep ordering stuff as if it's our last. We're like, we're gonna do one more. We're gonna do
Just
one
one
more.
more.
It's like 37 glasses on the table. We do just one more. What time you guys
One more.
close? We do one more. But I love you so much. So much.
So much. I love you. My doll. My prince.
And like Dara said earlier, we want to keep doing Q&As for bonus episodes because it's fun. And you guys have really awesome questions. And we haven't gotten through them all still.
I mean, we
Yeah.
got through an eighth of the questions,
Yeah.
I would say.
So we should just always have like a big ass grab bag of questions to go through. So if you can think of anything, you can submit as many as you want. Go crazy.
We'll put the link to the Google Forms in our profile on Instagram.
And reminder, if you're not on Patreon, we are doing full episodes on Patreon, like full ass episodes, usually about something a little bit more modern, but you know, we get wacky over there.
But now we've been doing more modern stuff on the main feed, so who knows what we'll be up to on Patreon episode to episode.
It's an ebb and flow.
Yeah.
But we love you. My computer is showing low battery and I don't know where my charger is. So we do have to end the episode now. But we love you so much. And thank you to everybody for submitting questions, and follow us on Patreon, and we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Well, the holidays have come and gone once again, but if you've forgotten to get that special someone in your life a gift, well, Mint Mobile is extending their holiday offer of half off unlimited wireless. So here's the idea. You get it now, you call it an early present for next year. What do you have to lose? Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Limited time, 50% off regular price for new customers. Upfront payment required. $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan. Taxes and fees extra. Speeds may slow after 50 gigabytes per month when network is busy. See terms.